Namaste everyone. So I'm going to read Book 7, Chapter 1 on the solar and lunar kings. Om Vakratu Namaha Kaya Surya Koti Samabhrava Nida Vigram Kaya Samakaya Om Guru Brahma Vishnu Sakshi Maha Devi Sarvabhuti Shubhadyara Pinda Samshri Suta said, "Glad to hear the excellent divine stories of the solar and lunar races. The virtuous king Janamejaya, the son of Parikshit, again asked, O Lord, I am now very eager to hear the increase of the two lines of kings. O sinless one, you know everything, so kindly describe in detail the pure histories capable to destroy sins of the kings and their characters. The kings of the lunar and the solar races were great bhaktas of the highest Shakti, Sri Bhagavati Devi. Thus I have heard. O Muni, who wants not to hear further on the glorious anecdotes of the bhaktas of the Sri Devi. When the Rajasi asked thus, the Muni Krishna Dvaipanayan, the son of Satyavati, began to narrate gladly the several deeds of the kings. O king, I am now narrating to you in detail the origin, etc., of the lunar and solar dynasties, as well as of other kings in their connection. Hear attentively. The four-faced Brahma sprang from the navel of Vishnu. Engaged in practicing tapasya, he began to worship the Maha Devi Durga, extremely hard to conceive. Mahadevi, pleased at her worship, granted boon to Brahma. Brahma, the grandsire of all the lokas, on thus getting the boon, became ready to create the world. But he could not create all on a sudden, the human beings, though the creation was eternally fashioned by the Paramatma, Bhagavati, the four-faced Brahma, thinking over in his mind variously, could not quickly spread it out and accomplish it as a veritable fact. Therefore he, the Prajapati, first created mentally the 7 mind-born sons. These were known by the names of Marichi, Atri, Angira, Pulasya, Pulaha, Kretu, and Vashishta. Next sprang Rudra from the anger of Prajapati, Narada from his lap, Daksha from his right thumb. Thus Sanaka and the other rishis were also his mind-born sons. O king, the wife of Daksha was born from the left thumb of Prajapati. This all-beautiful daughter is well known in all the Puranas by the name of Varini and Asikni. Narada, the chief of the Devarishis, was born on some other occasion in her womb. Janamejaya said, O Brahman, a great doubt arises in me to hear that the great ascetic Narada was born of Daksha in the womb of Varini. The Muni Narada indeed was the son of Brahma. Moreover, he was the foremost of the ascetics and especially endowed with the knowledge of Dharma. How then can he be born of the womb of the Daksha's wife, Varini? Well, if that be so, then describe in detail that wonderful story of the birth of Narada in the womb of Varini. O Muni, under whose curse the high-souled Narada, though very wise, had to leave his first body and be born again. Vyasa said, O king, Brahma, the self-born, with a view to create offspring, ordered first Daksha, go and multiply innumerable children for the increase of the world. Thus ordered by his father, the Prajapati Daksha produced 5,000 powerful and heroic sons in the womb of Varini. Seeing all the sons of Daksha desirous to multiply, the Devarishi Narada, urged on, as it were, by fate, began to laugh at them. How do you desire to multiply when you know not the dimensions and capacity of earth? So you will no doubt be put to ridicule and laughter. Rather, if you proceed on work, knowing beforehand the earth's capacity, your efforts will be fruitful. Otherwise, your attempt will no doubt end in failures. Alas, you are awfully illiterate. Not knowing the dimensions of the world, you are ready to multiply your progeny. How then can you meet with success? Vyasa said, O king, hearing all on a sudden these words, Haryasiva and other sons began to speak with each other. What this Muni has told is very true. Let us then ascertain the earth's dimensions. We can easily multiply afterwards. Thus saying, they all went out to reconnoiter the earth. Reconnoiter the earth. Thus, excited at Narada's words, some went eastward, some southward, some towards the north, and some went to west, all simultaneously, and as they like, to make a survey of the earth. When the sons went away, Daksha became exceedingly sorry on their absence. Bent again on multiplying, he begat other sons. Those sons again wanted to procreate. Seeing them, Narada again laughed and said, Alas, what fools are you! Not knowing the dimensions of the earth, why are you ready to procreate? They were deluded by Narada's words, took them as true, and went out as their elder brothers did. Not being able to see those sons, Prajapati Daksha became very sorrowful for them and cursed Narada in rage. Daksha said, O evil-minded one, you have destroyed my sons. So be yourself destroyed. You will have to be born in the womb for your sin in causing the death of my sons. You have caused my sons to go abroad. So you must be born as my son. Thus cursed by Daksha, Narada had to take his birth in the womb of Varini. I heard also that the Prajapati Daksha begat afterwards 60 daughters in her womb. O King Daksha, the great knower of Dharma, then gave up the sorrows for his sons and married his 13 daughters to the high soul Keshapa, 10 daughters to Dharma, 27 daughters to the moon, 2 to Bhrigu, 4 to Aristanimi, 2 to Krisasva, and the remaining to Angida. Their sons and grandsons, the Devas and Danavas, became powerful but antagonistic towards each other. All of them were heroes and very Mayavis. So, deluded by their greed and jealousy, they quarreled amongst each other. Here ends the first chapter in the 7th book on the beginning of the narrative of the solar and the lunar lines of kings in the Mahapuranam Srimad Devi Bhagavatam of 18,000 verses by Maharishi Vedvyasa. Om Jayanti Mangala Kali Bhadra Kali Kapani Durga Kashma Om